It's the final countdown. I just caught Mike a little infragante.
Don't you just love how he just jumps into shit head first?
Is there any other way to dive into rock-infested shallow waters?
No.
Dive in.
Just head first.
Dive in. What could happen? Yeah. Snap your cervical, whatever thing is, and you're screwed for life.
Cervix down here.
Well, you know what I meant. Cervical. Isn't that like the...
Well, if you have a cervix, then there's a problem.
Well, listen.
Hey, it's 2020.
It's 2020. I voted for everybody. It's huge. We're building walls. It's amazing. Anybody welcome. Everybody welcome. Oh, yeah, we started. By the way,
I'm over here playing on my phone.
no, you go ahead, play on your phone. As long as it's not with yourself, play on your phone. We started. We're doing this. Nobody's even aware that we're on, but it's okay. And hopefully,
You didn't even scream frag out or nothing.
nothing. No frag out. No what do you call strap to get clapped or slapped.
I'm always strapped.
So everybody, we've been a little bit away this week. One is, well, first of all, hold on. Immediately to my,
Shiny object syndrome?
yes. I mean, I'm going to begin left to right because, it's shinier over here. Apparently there's a lot of light. We have the doors open because if not, we're going to die in here. This is the main man himself. He literally just flew in from Tel Aviv. Mossad has given him leave to come and talk to us today. Yeah, his arms are very tired. This is Mike the Man Striegel. What's up, Mikey?
What's up?
Tel Aviv. Did you like that Tel Aviv Mossad thing? Immediately to my right, this guy literally came in from the jungles of Guatemala. He was doing it real hardcore. The Marine man himself, Shaibus Tully.
I get enough people telling me that I look Mexican. I don't need you to call me Guatemalan.
The jungles of Guatemala,
I am a caveman, so. Yeah.
the jungles. You did that. Slancha, everybody. Slancha the hell out of everything to you guys. I am that dude. I am that guy. When you see that meme or whatever, he is that guy. Yes, I am that guy. Duncan Ramon Echevarria, the most insane Cubano from Cuba by way of Cuba into Miami and then from there to North Carolina. There's a lot of Cuba in there.
Is that a challenge to find out if somebody's crazier than you?
Possibly.
So you went from Cuba actual
to
Florida, which is North Cuba.
North Cuba.
To North
Lived in Little Havana, which is the second capital of Cuba in exile. And then I came up here. So I hope everybody is doing well. I really do. Let's see if any of the messages. Look at that. We had no messages, but it's okay. Listen.
We got likes, though.
We got likes. Likes are always good. I'm all in about the likes. Guys, we got a lot that we're going to dive into. And some of it is really, really fun stuff. I visited a couple of locations yesterday, which I really want to talk about them. There's a lot of similarities to these two places to where the new location is right now that I'm at. But before we go there, I said I had something unique for you guys. I didn't say I had a big anything. I just said unique. These are two Bolivar Coronas Juniors for you guys. And they are a fine example of a little Habano in the morning. It's a great cigar size, a Coronas Junior. Like if you don't have a lot of time and you say, you know what, I am that guy. Well, yeah, there is that. And he said, I am that guy. I am that guy. I got a little liquor, I got a little cigar, and I'm going to make it work. Or I got a big ass cup of coffee, and I can still, make it work. I hope you guys enjoy it. You guys deserve that and a lot more as my best buds and brothers in arms. Not that we hug a lot. We don't hug a lot. I mean, I'm not into that. Look at that, sexy. Yes, look at that. The flap folds down, baby.
Dude.
I got curtains. I got coitons.
Yeah.
I got coitons, everybody. I got coitons.
My buddy used to call them bye-bye arms because when you wave goodbye, they wiggle.
Look good. I got curtains. Anyways, I hope that you guys have been having a great week. It's Saturday. There's a lot going on in the world, but you know what? Today it's about not that. Today is about it's also Father's Day weekend. So your dad's present. Your dad's present. Mine is not, but he's always with me in heart and spirit. And to all the dads out there, God bless you. Hopefully that you are good dads, that you are doing it the right way as dads really should do. We need to be examples. I have a son, not mine by blood, but he is my son, and I'm super duper proud of him. He's 22. He's a damn buffalo. He could probably put me through a brick wall. You know, don't ever try that because I'll beat the shit out of you.
Or die trying.
Or die trying because that probably doesn't end up happening. You know, but to all the dads, happy Father's Day, man. I really wish everybody a wonderful weekend this weekend. I really was striving, guys, to have the new place open so we could really take advantage of this whole situation with Father's Day and have some great cigar deals. But, you know, sometimes what happens, and it's okay. You got to roll with them punches and rock and roll with it, you know. It'll be all right.
Está bien, amigo.
Está bien, amigo.
Motorcycles will be ridden, whiskey will be drunken, and cigars will be smoking.
Drunk and
I
smoking.
think it's drink.
I like this.
Drink, whatever.
English 101. English 101 for the non-speakers out there. Listen, guys, again, I hope that you enjoyed the little taste of Habanos SA and Cuba.
And the ambulances.
They went that way. I saw it all. There was a drive-by fruiting, I tell you. Those rapscallions. My favorite comedy movie of all time,
yes.
Mrs. Doubtfire. I love it.
Oh.
You know, he nails Pierce Brosnan with that lemon. He goes, "Oh my God, dear man, are you okay? You poor thing. I saw it all. It was a drive-by fruiting.
No, a run-by fruiting.
A run-by fruiting. Those are rapscallions. I love them. Rest his soul, Robin Williams. Well, you guys already lit up. Let me light this cigar up.
Quit talking and light something up.
Yeah, why don't you guys, just do whatever you guys do?
Elevator music playing.
Jesus Christ, you guys are killing me here. All right, so how was your week, Seamus? Go.
It was dog shit. Thank you for asking.
Well, there you go. That was quick and easy. Hey, Mike, how was your week, Mike?
Well, it was boring. And now I've got no air conditioning.
Sons of bitches.
Yeah.
Those HVAC guys.
They build everything to break every so often, so whatever.
Yeah.
Not to be confused with Sons of Anarchy, other kind of people. And
That's
by the way,
what's going on in Seattle.
some things do stop a train, and by that I mean, of course, in HVAC terminology, the train HVAC units or whatever. So things do stop a train, which means
the train unit is working.
The train unit is working.
The air handling is not.
So the handler of the air is not working.
Yeah, my hamster got tired, I guess.
Lord have mercy. Wiki. Anyways, real quick, the Bolivar brand of Cuban cigars, which is what we're smoking. We're smoking, Cubans.
So how did you get a Cuban?
I phoned a friend. I called the guy.
Oh, wait a minute. You remember that movie with the watch? With how he got the watch out of Germany?
Yes.
Oh.
These,
no.
yeah. If you get those nutty notes, those earthier than normal notes,
I'm getting corn.
there might be a little corn. Little maize, as the Indians would say. No, like I said, these I had there, whatever. The people are never going to come back, sad to say.
From the old country.
From the old country, we found something,
Why did you sound like a Jewish old guy and you have no idea what the hell you sound like?
I have no idea what I sound like. So, Bolivar, the brand, is supposed to be a very full-bodied, very strong cigar brand for the Habanos SA and the Tabacuba companies that regulate manufacturing, distribution, all that stuff. So I want you guys to sort of like, get into the cigars. They're small, so there's gonna be a lot of compacted flavor and power. And honestly, chime in anytime. Hey, I'm getting this, or it's maybe I'm about to pass out. I've smoked these before on an empty stomach with zero in it and just a glass of water. I'd say you might have an issue with that. I wouldn't give it to a newbie, But again, I'm empty stomach right now with just a cup of coffee. So what could happen? Yeah, a bit. And a little whiskey.
Empty stomach and whiskey.
No, you're fine. Don't worry about it.
Not a bad
So-
combination.
So if they tune in and see 3 people passed out,
Nah.
don't worry about it. It'll be fine.
So we're gonna be smoking these little gems. These are Bolivar Coronas Juniors. Again, they are from Habanos SA, so these are true Cuban cigars. And if you got some, hey, how about it? Smoke them. You guys are enjoying Jameson's whiskey. I think you got the IPA, you got the stout,
Other way around.
or the other way
Yeah, he
around.
gave me the stout.
You got the stout, you got the IPA,
It
and
works.
I'm doing Doña Noli coffee, so very, very excited about that.
Non-Irish person.
Have you guys been to any interesting or new places this week? I mean, have you? I know you drive around and you are stuck at home, but I mean, any new places?
Cigar places? No.
Or anywhere that's like, oh wow, look at that nice place there. Look at that. No.
This is Statesville. There's not a whole lot here.
Well, there we go. I had the opportunity yesterday to visit. First of all, one place. It is Sambuco Barber Company, and what a neat joint. You walk in, and it's like, the stations are semi old school, but with that new twist to them. The guys are tatted up, the beards, that are done nice, but
You can't beat like old school barbershop.
I mean, look at that. They're using straight razors as like a honeybee or whatever the fuck that thing is.
Killer Hornet.
Killer Hornet, Sambuco Barber
Murder
Company. But great spot. And let me see if this thing has the address. I would love to say it, man. I can't do shit. You were saying you like, you got better eyesight than I do. Shit. I can't see shit.
The guy who said you give him glasses, sunglasses.
Yeah, it doesn't have an address.
All right, so there we go.
Wait, hang on.
Everybody hold on. Everybody hold on.
Grab a hold of something.
1,070. No, it'd be 10,070.
Yeah, 10,007. So let me see if this one has the address.
Edison Square.
All right. Yeah, it's 10,070 Edison Square Drive, something Concord, New Line University.
North Concord.
Yes.
I would venture to say.
Northwest Concord.
Northwest.
Shit, I can't. Northwest Concord. So these are
That's
side by
their
side.
fault for using black and red.
I agree. I mean,
That's small.
it's just insane. But great spot. They do a little bit of everything there. You feel like old school gentleman's environment when you walk in with a nice little bit of a modern edge. Very, very, very enjoyable. They have like little accessories wall where they have like Scotch glasses, all kinds of stuff. And again, my good friend Drew the barber. I forgot what the hell his last name is, but I call him Drew the barber. Invited me to go down there for an interesting reason.
Put
Immediately.
up your beard there?
Oh, no. I cannot touch anything over here because people will kill me. And by people, I mean the fine folks at Hair by J3K. So,
Which does a good job. He's cut my hair once before. He gave me a nice fade.
So if you guys also get I'm gonna do a mass mailer for just the guys, letting them know that John's gonna be doing a guys special as well through the rest of the month. So if anybody wants to book that. Hair by J3K on Facebook. If you're local to Statesville and you want, I think he does hair, beard, and also he does the shampoo, massage, all that stuff. Well, you'll be all right. You clean face, and you can't. You're active duty or you're semi-marine or whatever. Ron Brown, what's going on? RTB Cigars.
Hey.
Thank you very much for joining us, Ron. So he's going to be doing a special for the guys. It's shampoo, conditioning, massage oil, all that stuff for the guys on the hair, which is great. And then a haircut, and if you need a beard done. So I'm going to be sending out a little text message to everybody. All the guys who want to have it jump at it, call them, book them. You can't go wrong with that. It's one-on-one treatment. I think actually the whole coronavirus thing worked out really well for John because like that, when people walk in, it's just that person's time. And I like that. I like this place because actually, there was only 3 barbers when I showed up in there, and there was a lot of nice space, and each section also felt like it was just dedicated to that customer. Really, really good spot.
Did they have plexiglass between each of the chairs?
No plexiglass. They were like fine and dandy.
I'm so fed up with this, dude. 2020.
Well,
Yeah.
Immediately next door to Sambuco Barbershop. What's going on, Kevin Thompson from Tennessee? Wow, what the hell are you doing over there, man? They actually let you in that state, huh?
Liquor run.
Little liquor run never hurt anybody.
Kilo Tango.
Sticks and Beans. Sticks and Beans is a great. I went in there yesterday, guys, and I'll be brilliant. Oh, Oscar Rodriguez, what's going on from GTO Cigars? all the best to the main man himself, one of the two doctors that I take my prescriptions from, and the other one, of course, is Dr.
Your
Gary
prescription
Cosby.
painkillers. Huh?
I'll tell you what, man. When people say, "What does your doctor say?" I go, "Smoke like a motherfucker." That's what my doctor says, and enjoy. Sticks and Beans, right next to Sambuco Barbershop, and I'm gonna get into the similarities of these two shops to where we're at right now. Great guys. The managing owners, one is Zabian Zayforth, and I'm gonna butcher that, and I apologize, but better known to everybody as Zeus. And dude, if you see him, he's like
That's way easier to say.
big old boy, you know. If
And-
you guys have ever seen the ring on the Tabernacle cigar, he looks just like that. The king on it. I mean, the beard, the locks. I mean, but the nicest guy ever. He's been in real estate sales. He's a salesman, really a good young dynamic kid. And then his business partner Marcus as well. He's IT. And when I tell you, felt comfortable, felt at home. You walk in, it's kind of like it's a two-part L-shaped bar, white marble kind of looking thing. Like when you walk in on that wall, he must have like 20 beer taps.
Nice.
I mean,
I was thinking about that on the way over here. There should be 3 taps on a man's faucet: hot, cold, whiskey.
I'm down with that. I'm down with that. You know, absolutely. And I believe that Kieran is also watching. Kieran behind there, what's going on, big brother? I don't know if you popped up or not. But like I said, Sticks and Beans, these guys are the ones that are located at 10,070 Edison Square Drive, Northwest Concord, immediately next to Sambuco. When you walk in, about 20 beer taps right there, but they specialize in coffee. They do that nitrous brew cold cups to every style of coffee you can possibly imagine. And then they have a really nice loungy environment that doesn't feel like overcrowded. It's not like a dark environment. It's like nice, it's hip, it's young. They have a really unique, I've never seen this, it's like one of those like jukeboxes, but it's like an electronic one that's like flat on the wall. It's the neatest thing ever, man. TVs for watching sports, entertainment all over the place.
So they're covering all their bases.
Yeah, I mean, it was like they really brought in a nice, almost multi-enjoyment environment. And then on this bar area here, they have 2 behind the bar cabinets full of some really great cigars. And from my understanding, fellas, they're going to have a stunningly looking, gorgeous woman as your cigar tender, which that's not a bad thing.
No.
I tell everybody, you know what? Even me, whatever she's selling, I saw a picture, I'd be like, okay, I'll take 2. Okay, yeah, I'm good with that. Give me 2. $30, I'll take 2. Give me 2. Just
Take my money.
get a little closer. Oh God, yes. Give me 3. Look at that. And yep, there he is. What's going on, Kerry? All the best to you, man. One of our biggest supporters, one of our best guys, also right there, my big brother. Gary, sorry, needed to let go earlier to kind of begin the setup for this, and Jonathan needed the phone. So there we go. We're talking about these 2 great spots. One is Sambuco Barbershop, immediately next door. I know you guys can't see that, but I got the little sticker
I'll
card.
post a picture of it later.
Absolutely, because I got to tag these guys.
Yeah.
And then Sticks and Beans, I don't think that they're officially open yet, but they're coming, and the neighborhoods there are really nice, very friendly looking place.
Upscale
It's
place.
that medium
Concord's
range and up.
Yeah,
You know?
Rich area.
it is. It's kind of like.
Did you say
the
it's a
more-
rich area?
Yes.
God, why are you attacking the rich people like that?
Well, it's like Mooresville. What do you want? It's like Mooresville. Rich. What do you want?
Mooresville. A little Schmoresville. But I like that because these guys, first of all, very personable, very knowledgeable, very warm and friendly. Showed me the place. Really a nice place. And also, they're very smart. They're partnered up with Sambuco Barbershop as well. So you got great beer, you got great coffee, great cigars, great ambiance as well. It's not like a huge selection of cigars because, again, it's a small little area that they've dedicated to it behind the bar, but very well appointed, real nice selection of cigars. And the fact that they got some fantastic coffees that they're going to be doing there. They have their own barista, which is, I guess, that's the person that specializes in that stuff,
All right.
as well as a bartender. I mean, I think they got it on lockdown right there. So barbershop and a great cigar place right next door to it. Matthew Simpson, what's going on from Ned's New Time Report? What's happening, big guy? If you're not watching that Ned's New Time Report, what the hell are you doing with your life at 12 noon?
Sleeping.
Yeah.
Depends on how late I was out.
Partying out last night. Partying out.
Yeah.
Party. So then the other thing is, we are basically very similar. The new Doña Noli cigar shop, located at 709C Suite 2 Sullivan Road in the crossroads of I-40 and I-77 right there in Statesville, is right next door to the Chop Shop. The guys who run it, Jason and Holden, fantastic individuals, very, very cool dudes. So we got a barber shop right next to a cigar shop.
Thank God it's not called the Hack Shop.
I'm still supporting you, honey. I'm still supporting you. Hair by Jason K Salon. That's where my guys better fucking go, or I'll kill you all. Anyways, I mean that in a nice way. I mean that in a nice way, not in a bad way.
Yeah.
But isn't that cool that sometimes there's a synergy of businesses that kind of really work well side by side. These guys, they found it next to an old style barber shop,
Mhm.
and they have now a cigar bar and coffee bar as well. So I love it. Really needs. Have you guys ever been to like any of those environments like that? It's like like a cigar bar environment. Have you been to one of those?
Casa de Monte Cristo was the only place other than yours,
Mhm.
but yours is a little different style. Yours was more of a.
Speak easy. A little laid back. A
It
little
was
chill.
laid back, but it was also elegant at the same time.
Yeah,
Whereas
okay.
Casa de Monte Cristo is like really high end. Again, it's in Mooresville, so it's like, polished everything. Where
Right.
yours was like
It
small.
was a hot
town.
mess. Okay.
No, it wasn't. It was-
when I go to the hot mess. But
It wasn't a hot mess.
Okay,
it was
nice guy.
it was small town, quaint, elegant.
gotcha.
It didn't have to be like $1 million establishment. It was perfect the way it was.
One of the things that I've always said is I like it to be wherever I build a shop, or I sort of decorate a shop, it's like I would like it to be like almost like an upscale man cave.
That's it was-
Comfortable, that a guy wants me to put his feet up and hang out with his friends.
It was
You could do
classy,
that.
but you didn't feel like you had to be wearing a three-piece
Right.
suit
Right,
and
right,
smoking
right, right.
$1,000 cigar.
Absolutely. Oh shit! Oh well, damn. Wrong Matthew. My bad. But anyways, on a lighter note,
Just go on the show.
there you go.
Yeah.
Thank you, Matthew Simpson. Greatest cigar box instrument builder in the world. That's what I meant to say. See, that's what I was really saying. Greatest, and also the Ned Noontime Report. You gotta watch it. But Matthew Simpson, greatest cigar box instrument builder in the world.
His name
There.
isn't even Ned. How could you?
I don't know. I mean, the other guy's name is also Matt or Matthew or whatever. So, anyways, long and short of it, Mikey, have you ever walked into a cigar bar anywhere? I mean, whether here or abroad or anything like that?
We went to the one that you and me and Dakota went to down in.
That's not a cigar bar.
That's not a cigar bar.
That is-
What-
that is-
what that
That is a cigar shop.
But you could get alcohol and stuff in there too.
No, you cannot. What Berners has is a BYOB license. You can bring it in, but he does not sell alcohol there.
Okay.
So a cigar bar, just if you guys are wondering, for example, Cigars Etc., Tailored Smoke, and a couple of other different locations like Casa Monte Cristo and like Corona Cigars. I mean, there's like a lot of these places, but they will have a specific area that is allocated as the bar area, full bar, liquor, beer, wine, or whatever they want to do, and they'll have either a walk-in humidor or a designated area for their cigars. So those are called cigar bars. For example, also Havana Phil's in Greensboro, that is a cigar bar as well. You can call them lounges, with liquor or whatnot, but that's truly, when you walk in and you see all of that, then there you go. That's what it is, So,
Okay. That's what the difference is. All right.
muy buenos días, viejita. ¿Cómo tú estás? Mom's also watching right now, so I gotta be on my utmost behavior.
Hola, abuela.
Hola, and Happy New Year.
What?
or not. I'm sorry, maybe not.
What are you trying to reset 2020?
We just might need to. So that's what sort of like a cigar bar. Now there's also places that like Carrie has been to like 300 some odd places all over the place in the United States. But we've been to, and similar to what I did, which is they'll have maybe like a cooler full of beer. So they'll have a license just for that, to sell beer,
Mm-hmm.
or they'll have a license for just liquor, or whatever. They'll do it all, but it'll be in a very small, doesn't even look like it's a bar area, but they're licensed to do
Is there
that
any
as well.
movement on that one in your shop, or we haven't found that out
It,
yet?
it's a no go because it's too small. We can't do private club there. We can't do none of that stuff. But that being said, it's a conversation for after the show. So there you go, conversation for after the show. And we're okay with that. I hope you're going to be okay with that. Because if you're not,
You're talking to the head scumbag in
there
charge.
you go.
Trust me.
He'll be all right with that. So guys, cigar thoughts.
Good, really
Michael,
good.
you're chomping on
No,
that
it's
one.
good. I'm not that bad.
I've had this cigar before. Actually, Shannon Rowan actually gave me one of these
Yeah.
a while back. It was really good. This is actually, I don't know if this is a curse or not. This is the first cigar I had of 2020.
So it's all your fault.
All right.
Yeah, probably.
Look at that. The first cigar of 2020. Apparently, everything else that he's
It all went to hell after that. Huh?
bought, sucked ass or something. I don't know.
No, I don't know.
You don't want to say that? No, I just felt that way. I mean, it in a roundabout way, that I felt a tinge of an insult.
It's a good cigar.
It's a good cigar. It's a good cigar.
It's just, this is the first cigar that I smoked, and then, world went to hell, and here I am smoking
Yeah,
again.
Yeah.
So there
Well,
you go.
maybe it'll fix itself. Now.
It will.
That's it. Maybe that's it.
It'll work.
We got to undo the juju.
Or Juju beans. Mikey, what are your thoughts on that?
I
statement
agree.
there?
It's a good cigar. I've never had this one before. But my palate ain't worth a shit, so
But do you like it?
I do.
There you go. So Mike likes it. He likes it. He likes it.
This is not a life cereal commercial.
Look at that. Charlotte Cigar Club has beer and wine only. So again, it's dependent upon the style and format that works best for these environments. Some folks, believe it or not, as far as I'm concerned, swear on just cigars and coffee, and I've seen some very successful environments. That's all they do, just literally. But they have a well done like coffee bar area where they do whatever the hell you want, man, with coffee, and it's great.
I always enjoy your coffee with a cigar. It never didn't pair well with any cigar I ever had.
No, that's true.
That's not bad. I like that. Mateo Pensa, good morning. Listen, I do gotta jump in on this one. Yeah, exactly. Cigar and coffee. Sometimes it's just as simple as that. A nice cup of coffee.
I'm getting some pepper.
Gary also says cigars always pair best with coffee, in his opinion.
Yeah.
Nothing wrong. Sometimes I think that coffee, and I'm not to interrupt you, but it sort of not mellows it out, but sort of gives it a nice different dimension to it.
It enhances the coffee or
Tobacco. Makes it more tobacco-y.
Well, how sometimes you get like cocoa notes and coffee and stuff like that. The coffee could enhance
Sometimes
that.
when I look at you, I just want to reach over and hug. Not really. But I just looked. He was looking at me. He was like, "Oh my God, look at those puppy dog eyes." And what if he wants a hug right now? I don't know. Let me just reach over and give him a hug. No, we
What
don't.
are you on?
Not enough sleep this week. A lot of weirdness, and every now and then, Yeah.
And so there's that.
Put glasses on its way.
But sometimes a glass of Jameson, baby, right here. Jameson. Can't go wrong right there. A little Irish whiskey.
I'm going to throw down an insult.
By all means. That never happens here.
So, it is my personal opinion, not the opinion of the shop or the guys here. Jameson is like the Bud Light of whiskey. All right?
I don't know about that.
Here we go.
Oh, no. What are you talking about? You're
Not
fucking
that-
Irish. What are you talking about?
Not that it isn't good. It is a very good whiskey. It's done very well. It's just very mainstream and regular.
No. Hell, well, yeah. I'm just doing that because-
Well, I'm a Tullamore or a proper 12 guy.
Listen, Buchanan's.
I haven't had that yet. Actually, I might have.
somebody killed the last little bit of it, whatever. But I mean, that was the bottle that was donated. Buchanan's, I think that's a 12 or 18, or
That may or may not have been.
that was a nice high end bottle. But I've become a fan, and you're gonna laugh. When you said that, I said no. I got the one that is the Bud Light, Patty's.
Patty's? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd actually
If-
rank
if-
Patty's under Jameson.
If we're
Yeah.
looking, if we're looking at price point, accessibility, and still a decent Irish whiskey, Patty's is like $16 to $18, some
Yeah.
crap like that. And actually, it drinks like it should be more expensive.
I mean,
Yeah.
a lot of times we say that about cigars. You can get a cigar that's $3 or $4 that smokes like a $20 cigar.
And
Yep.
Carolyn West, hey, yeah.
Yeah.
I meant that in a nice way, Carol. Not in a
You're gonna hurt her
demeaning.
feelings.
No, it was not demeaning. It was not. It was. I just said, hey, whatever, you know. But that's not like in a bad way. It just means, hey, whatever.
He says it to me all the time.
Oh,
He's like,
oh.
oh, great, Seamus is here.
All
Yeah.
the time. I said, Jesus, is this guy still here? It's more like you.
No, that's what he says to me.
Yeah.
And then I politely asked him to get the fuck out.
That comes
Yeah.
But politely. So
Now wait a minute. As far as Jameson goes,
yeah,
it
let's
depends
go
on-
back to that.
It depends on which version of Jameson's you get.
That's true. We're drinking the Caskmates, which it adds a different dynamic to it.
Right.
You taste just the hint of the hops in it from
Right.
the IPA and the stout.
Right, but they did it that way on purpose because it was a promotional thing.
I thought
But
I
I
don't
think
know if it was so much of a promotional thing, but maybe to try to diversify. If I said that
yeah,
right,
but,
big words.
but which one which one of the two resonates with you? Have you smoked? Have you drank both?
I've had both.
Yeah.
Which one did you like?
There's no L in both.
Yeah,
I said both.
or bowl. Proper 12 is good shit. Proper 12
Yes,
is
it is.
really, really good shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
So IPA or stout for the Jameson brand.
I'd have to revisit the stout. I'm drinking the IPA right now, but I think I like the stout a little
I like
more.
the
It's a
stout
little
better
bit-
too.
Yeah.
You know, I personally enjoy when I drink beer, heavier, darker
Mhm.
brews and stouts.
But you also smoke heavier, don't you?
I do, but I like the IPA because it has more of that cut through, heavy taste kind of thing.
It's a crisper.
Yeah.
Okay.
So to me, when I'm smoking a cigar, sort of to balance out against the heavier flavors, I like the IPA. It's not bad. And when I laugh, I don't mind
Ah.
IPA beers. I like a good
So
IPA.
IPAs are good.
Yeah.
Depends on how much hops they put in them.
You know,
Now,
bittery is fine. I'm not bothered by that. I'm not bothered by it. It could be like that really intense, hoppy, bitter. Not bothered by that. I just prefer stouts.
yeah.
Wow.
Now, as far as Jameson, one of my favorites is the Black Barrel. That's really good.
Yeah.
Jameson's Black Barrel.
Black Barrel, yeah.
Nice.
It kind of replaces the 25-year, which we can't get anymore.
Matt says he
What?
likes the regular on the rocks, Caskmates, room temperature. See, I don't do ice on any of my my alcoholic
I was about
libations.
to say, I use ice, not rocks. What kind of
Yeah. You got those things. I
Yeah,
don't really use them.
yeah.
So that
Every
you told
once
me
in a while,
that,
ice in
that
there.
because it doesn't dilute it, but still keeps it nice and cold.
Right, but here's the thing. A lot of whiskey connoisseurs will take a pipette and just
A dash of
add
water.
a few drops of water because it livens up the flavor.
Yep.
I don't know.
It's called it blooms it out or it blossoms it out.
Yeah, that. I'll put, if I'm using ice cubes, I would probably put 2 or 3.
It has to be 3.
One.
Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
Well, there is apparently that.
It's one of those weird things that
He sits in the
That
light
was,
all the
that was
time.
my famous boxing combination. Father, Son, and Holy Spirit.
He sits in the light, as you guys can see. He's lit, or
God raised.
all that stuff.
Yeah, but I was not diddled.
Yeah.
Years ago, I went to an invitation for a Macallan tasting. Now,
Callan.
Macallan's is really good shit.
Yeah, that's up there.
And one of the things that they actually handed everybody, well, when it was about 4 or 5 different shots of different grades of Macallan and whatnot. And again, it wasn't really like a lot, but they had like a little spoon, and I, hate to say it's a little baby spoon or a spoon that's used for other stuff that excites you. that much, yeah. A little something, Anyways, I'm not condoning that. I don't do that or condone that.
For that thing.
Yeah, well, wow, Mikey, you went Cuban old school style there.
Hey, you know people, you know people.
Long and
Shove
short
the
of
rock
it.
up there and let it melt.
Oh my God, you guys are nuts. So they would take this little itty bitty spoon and a little water, and they would drop it in the actual serving for the tasting. And it's again, they call it either blossoming out or blooming out
Right.
a little bit of the flavors. You swirl it a little bit, you do that inhaling thing, and then you put it in, you let it sit on your palate, and as you drink it, you got to do this weird thing where you bring in air into all kinds of crazy shit.
You look like a retard.
Yeah, but those guys, they know all that stuff, and apparently you can pick up a lot of different weird flavors, which is great. I just never seen anything like that. I personally prefer no water, no rocks on anything. Even when I do rum, if I'm gonna do like anything cold, it's like usually like a cocktail, like a mixed cocktail.
Well,
Yeah.
on that note with the ice, I actually went to Broad Street Burgers. Shout out to Broad Street. Right
Shout
in
out!
Gainesville. Great burgers, great place.
Yeah, it's all right.
You are
Great burgers, great people.
He's full of piss and vinegar.
Yeah, he is difficult. Like
I am just a born again asshole. There you go.
hardest critic ever. Oh, rough crowd.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Boo!
Yeah.
Boo! Get rid of that guy! Boo! Yeah, all right. Yeah, continue.
But I had a double shot of Makers last night with my burger,
Good shit.
and by the time I was done with my burger, it like really diluted.
Regular or the 46 or whatever it's
With the regular.
I think it was 46.
Yeah,
I
that,
didn't see the bottle, but I know what they have there. And
Good
I think
shit,
it was
man.
46. But it was good. The water tends to float, so when you're drinking the whiskey, you get a lot of like a tap water taste with the hint of whiskey, and then when you're at the very end, you get like heavy whiskey. So it like
with a tap water taste.
yeah, that's kind of the reason why a lot of people don't use actual ice cubes and they use the stones or the actual metal cubes that they
Well,
put.
the other thing is, and I this is something that's unique because having worked in a cigar bar, there are machines that don't have a filter, so it's just a straight tap. So
Yeah.
if you guys ever look at ice, when it's a cloudy piece of ice, that's unfiltered water, and it
Sons of
has
bitches.
and it has all kinds of whatever. I'm not knocking anybody, but if there's a filter where the water comes in, you forgot, then the ice is usually like clear. Yeah, it's just us. Again, I learned that in not even in the cigar bar industry. I learned that in the restaurant industry.
Speaking of ice, I've got a riddle.
Riddle me this, Batman. Go ahead.
Post your answers if you think you know it. Two guys in a bar. They both order the same drink. One guy drinks it quick. The other guy drinks it slow. The guy that drank it slow dies. Don't answer yet. We're going to answer at the end of the show.
Yes, I already know.
Ponder that. All right. That's why I said don't answer
I already
yet.
know. I already know.
Ponder that. Post your answers. We'll let you know if you're right or not at the end.
He had a heart attack. That's my answer. I'm sticking to it. He had a heart attack. I'm sticking to it.
That's your answer.
That's it. I'm not even deviating.
Two guys in a bar.
Two guys.
They both order the same drink.
Same drink.
One guy drinks it quick. One guy drinks it slow. The guy that drank it slow dies. Post your answers, and we'll let you know the answer.
I'm saying heart attack, and I'm not gonna move from that. I'm
All
up
right.
there. I'm on the mountaintop with that one. I'm up there. I'm not falling from that one. Carolyn West, the poison's in the ice. Well, what do you mean the poison's? How do you know? How do you know? Nobody mentioned ice. Nobody said ice.
This is not Clue.
Nobody said ice. It wasn't the colonel in the living room with a pipe, or is it the library? Usually, it's in the library.
Either one.
It wasn't him. He wasn't even there. We didn't say colonel.
It was Professor Green.
It was Professor Green. That shit. They busted him growing that green stuff back there.
Yeah, I believe it.
He said, "I'm gonna kill these motherfuckers before they turn me in." So that's good. But I'm sticking to heart attack. It seems like maybe one of them could have had an obesity problem, heart problems. A lot of things just they
Whiskey thins
they
the blood.
nailed right there. They nailed it right there.
Alcohol thins the blood.
It hit, and he's like, "Oh God!" But that was it. Heart attack. Mikey, do you want to go with one or?
No.
No.
God, you're
I'll
such
think
a
about it.
wuss.
Well, I mean,
Man up, man. Man up.
What?
Say it.
Lead poisoning?
Say it.
Lead poisoning.
Say it. Sam Kennison, get it. Say it. Say it. Say it. You know.
I want the truth. Really? You can't handle the truth?
You can't
Yeah,
handle
Kennison.
the truth. Great movie, by the way.
Yeah.
Very good. I mean, one of the few Tom Cruise ones that I love because of the dynamic in that movie with him and Nicholson. Lord, good stuff.
Tom Cruise and Navy uniform.
And wasn't what's her name was in it? The one that was married to Bruce Willis. Demi Moore.
G.I. Jane, yeah.
Demi Moore, exactly. You know, tell you, man. Hey, she's well into her years, and she's still a very beautiful woman.
Yeah.
I mean, she looks
You ever
really.
seen her naked?
I would love to.
Google
Putting that out there.
It's on the internet somewhere.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Isn't she married or?
No, they're both divorced.
Kutcher and her were together though. Ashton Kutcher.
Yeah, but Kutcher is now with Mila Kunis, and they have 2 kids.
Oh, I don't like Mila Kunis. She's
What?
Russian. She's Russian. She's a commie. I don't know.
You didn't know that they were married?
I just made that shit up right now. I don't know.
The Americans.
You know, they
That's a
infiltrated.
good show, actually.
I have got to watch that show. Everybody has said that that's a really, really
I watched
good
the
show.
first couple episodes, and it gets deep pretty quick, actually.
You know, you got me on Turn.
You're welcome.
I'm watching Turn, and I'm liking it. You know.
I'm on the last, 3 episodes. Probably going to go and finish that tonight.
All right. So we're see now things just switch gears from a heart attack at a bar to what we watch on Netflix.
Fun fact of history, in that show, Turn, everybody that I Googled is an actual character in that show. All the people that,
They use
Abraham-
they use actual names.
well, it's historically accurate if you Google it.
Yeah,
Don't Google it if you haven't watched through the end, because then you'll ruin the
You'll
show.
ruin it.
I know it's history, and you can read about it, but
Well, you know who writes history, don't you?
The winners.
The victors.
yeah, right. So write your own history. But Abraham Woodhull, Judge Woodhull, Captain Simcoe, all those people were real.
They were real. You know,
Captain
sons of
Simcoe.
bitches, all of them.
Captain Simcoe is ruthless.
I mean, I love that guy. Tall
I
and
hate him.
ruthless.
Tory bastard.
Tall and ruthless.
Neil wants to know the news.
Neil, actually, officially, we are opening doors on Monday. Monday, brother. The reason is this whole week, HVAC has not been on the up and up. I don't know his last name, and it kills me. But Mark and his father,
They do a good job.
oh my God, they have been literally nonstop working for a week and a half.
Busting ass.
And one of the things that I liked about it is not a day went by without him communicating with me.
Yeah, that shows a lot of character.
Right.
It was just, and his old man would come in, share some really cool stories from back in his days. And again, these guys, I got to get their full name and plug the crap out of them. Because if you need an HVAC guy in Statesville, these 2 dudes are it, hands down. So,
Yeah, and that's important. People not communicating.
where are you at with that cigar? I mean, anything that you're like, I know you're playing with fire over there, but
Yeah.
just,
I get a lot of sear
you had mentioned a little
and a little bit of pepper.
pepper, a little pepper. Okay. You like it?
I do. I've always liked this cigar. Like I said before, it wasn't a bad cigar. It was the first one I had of the year.
How about you? What are you getting?
A little bit of pepper, actually. That's about all I can taste of.
I get tobacco. I get good
Well,
tobacco.
I mean, obviously.
Well, Neil, thank you very much. I'm glad that he liked it. As a matter of fact, what I want to do a promo is right now, and this is only meaning limited. One more time, ready? Limited. The first, and I'm gonna actually advertise this. This will be the promo for today because since we could not really get into this whole Father's Day thing right now, what I'm gonna do is the first 10 people who order a Doña Noli Premium House Blend bundle, we're gonna throw in for free a 1 pound bag of the Doña Noli coffee in it for them. So complimentary. So anywhere you're at in the United States, U.S. Virgin Islands, Puerto Rico, anywhere. And what we'll do is we'll also send a happy Father's Day card as well with that. So it's the least we could do as kind of make it up. But you know what? Like Mother's Day is.
It'll be a belated happy.
Well, like Mother's Day to me, and everything else is, it's every day. So if you love your dad, if you have a significant, guy that you say, he's a great father and he's a good friend of mine, I want to do it for you. The first 10, and I'm only limited to 10. If I get 11 or 12, whatever, I'll work with you.
First 9, because I'm getting some before I leave here.
Okay, so the first 10, and he'll be 11 because he has to be special about this shit,
Well, he is special.
You're such a nice guy. God, I'm gonna swear to God. He just does that shit just to piss people off. But the first 10,
it pays
today,
to win.
And I said today because I really want to do it today. The first 10 people today, I'm gonna close it out, by tomorrow morning because it'll be Father's Day and whatnot. But if you place your order today, the first 10 people to go, I'm gonna throw in a nice, bag of the Doña Noli gourmet coffee. I'm also going to put a happy Father's Day. Let me know who it's for. I'll make sure that we'll go ahead and say, happy Father's Day to that person from you. Not just from us, but hey, man, we're doing this Doña Noli on behalf of, let's say of Neil. Hey, Neil says, God bless you, happy Father's Day, and it's a little something extra. So you get a great deal. It's $55 on the bags of the bags. Fuck, I'm going nuts. I can't even talk correctly. It's a $55 bundle of 25 hand-rolled long filler bundles, cigars that are really right now a great deal. It's $2.20. You can't go wrong with that. And then we're gonna add a nice bag of Doña Noli coffee in there as well. So and a card that says Happy Father's Day on behalf of us here at Doña Noli, and it'll be from whoever ordered it to a special someone, a special father in their life. It's going to be a little late, but love is everything. And a dad, a real good dad, like a beautiful mom, they're always special. Not any one day.
So, Mike, your dad was in the Air Force, correct? That's.
What did he do?
Say something.
Was he a fighter pilot? Was he that like that? Was he that guy?
No.
He? Oh. Okay, what did he do?
He flew trainer aircraft, taught other people how to fly. And
But he flew.
Yeah.
Oh, well, then that's fine. To me, that's a
yeah,
fighter pilot. He's a fighter
Well, he
pilot.
also flew in Vietnam, cargo planes.
So he's a fighter pilot.
Yeah.
Is that the same shit, fighter pilot?
No,
But to me, it's the same thing.
two
Was
different aircraft.
Did the airplane have guns in it?
On his person, yes.
Well, there you go. He's a fighter pilot.
Now, you can't exactly open a window and shoot it.
Why not?
Well, he kind of...
Get in your lane, you son of a bitch! Bam! 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 Bam!
No, it doesn't work that way.
I tell you what, though,
I thought it did.
the boys on the ground appreciate the hell out of those cargo aircraft.
Yes,
no doubt about
yes,
that.
they
It's an
do.
important
Yes,
job.
they do.
So
Duncan, what about you?
no, wait a minute. I'm still on the. So
No.
he couldn't open like a side window and
They
shoot
don't have side windows on there.
canopy or anything like that.
You
No.
take the canopy off, you're kind of like, you won't be able to hear anything, you lose pressure.
You're making this really difficult on me. I'm
I'm
trying to
being
envision
truthful.
your dad as a World War II fighter pilot.
No, you
Silk
World War II,
scarf
Vietnam. Wrong
Falling
air.
behind him.
Yeah.
No.
The leather helmet and the
Yeah, was that him?
No.
Can I envision him
Yes,
like
you
that? Okay, well then there you go. His dad, renowned fighter pilot, knocked down a bunch of Nazis. God, I love his father, man. In my mind, that's all I'm seeing. In my mind.
Oh, okay.
Okay, are you okay with that?
Okay.
All right. And then my dad was in the military, but it was in Cuba, and there's a whole thing divided. Was Batista, the previous regime dictator fucktard that was in Cuba,
So he was a conscript.
as bad as Castro? Now, well, no. He had a love of it.
Okay.
When he was a kid, my dad always envisioned that he wanted to, be in the military because he liked the regiment aspect of it. How the guys in the uniforms. He loved that beauty that comes with understanding and loving the military. A lot of times we think, soldier. Well, there are people who really truly pursue it because there is an honorable thing and also a beautiful thing in it. To tell the truth. So my dad, he ran away from his home when he was 14, and he just wanted to join. And it's funny, there's a whole story behind that his grandfather said, no, you got to go back. And if you don't go back, to dishonor you, I will hang myself from the tallest branch in the middle of town. And it was my dad's love of my grandfather. And of course, honor among, back in the days, the old guys was very important. So he says, but to help you. The day that you're able to join, I will be the one that takes you in and helps you sign up for it. So my dad joined, I think, when he was 17, ahead of when you could join at that time, and he served for 15 years in the military. One of the things that he always told me is, I didn't care who was necessarily in charge. I cared that I was serving my country, and I thought
Great
that
dude.
was
Yeah.
the best thing ever,
Yeah,
man.
it's a great dude.
Like I said, me, I did what I could. That's all I always say. I did very little compared to a lot of other guys who did way more on either side of me. And but I'm proud to say that I do have a love of this country. I have a love of the uniform, and in whatever branch any fathers out there are serving or their kids are serving. You know what? I have a love of you guys. That's all that matters. Don't you know only house blend cigars are outstanding as spoken by the main man himself, Kirby Handed. Thank you for that. I appreciate that a lot. And again, just to reiterate, today I'm gonna try to run this because I really want to do something special right before the Father's Day thing. They may not go out, but we're gonna do something nice. First 10 dudes or dudettes, which is the female version of a dude, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Who ordered today for a special dad or person in their life. We're gonna throw in a bag of Doña Only coffee in there as well, and a nice hand written thank you card and a well wishing card for Father's Day on behalf of the person who orders it for that special guy. And we'll also say from my mom and I to everybody, wishing everybody really something special. Oh, I got emotional there. Heart attack. Remember, heart attack. I'm still holding on to that. So we definitely want to do
Demons
that.
are trying to come out.
Well, at this point, it looks like Mike's about to die because I'm done with it.
What's going on with you? So we asked Mike, we asked me. I know your dad didn't answer, but your dad is one of the most fucking American, supportive, military mofo I've met in fucking ever. So it's like, someone talk shit about the military in front of your dad, there might be ass whooping opening up left and right there.
Yeah.
I think so.
My
Actually, I
dad
know so.
was a master mechanic for several years. Built several of his own motorcycles, which I think that's kind of where I get it from. Currently working on my motorcycle right now, but everybody has that dad they want to do for their family. And I know your dad did, and especially Mike's dad serving the country. But we always have that dynamic, like the man provides for the family, and I always got that. My dad wasn't always around 100% of the time, but when he was, it was special. And I think that's the same for everybody. When dad's around, it's special, especially for the son.
Do you have and I'm gonna the three of us, do you have that relationship with your dad? That's your guy. That's your go-to.
I do now. When I was younger, I didn't quite understand why he was working all the time.
You were rebelling and all that stuff.
Yeah. But now, as a somewhat grown man,
a little short. There's a little more growing to do.
He needs some more Miracle Grow.
Yeah, that's it. But things you don't quite realize as a boy, you come to understand when you grow up.
You and your dad, you guys have that relationship?
We have a better relationship than we did before.
Awesome.
Now my sister, she has a better relationship with him than I do. I was closer to my mother.
Gotcha.
That's just the dynamic it worked.
It happens.
Because my mom was always home.
Right.
And I was the firstborn. Then there was a middle child, and then my sister.
I always figured you was the middle child.
No,
I knew he was the heir to the empire.
No, there was a middle child, and he died of sudden infant death syndrome. And then my mother became overprotective, rightfully so at the time, and that's the way it was.
I know for a fact that Kerry has a phenomenal relationship with his father, and I lovingly call him Papa as well, because I learned that terminology here in the South, and it's one of the most beautiful terms of endearment. I've met his dad, and what I'm telling you, the first time I met him, I kid you not, I hugged and kissed that man, and I felt like it was my dad, it was my uncle, it was like somebody that was my blood relative in my arms right there.
Mm-hmm.
I kid you not. That's the feeling that I got from Kerr's dad, and I've always said this, I have the utmost respect for Kerr's relationship with his family. He is a quintessentially, and I fucking will cut my veins on this statement, one of the finest fathers I've ever seen with his kids. any fucker that says differently out there, I'll fuck your life over. And I mean that in a good Christian way. Kerry Viajante loves his dad, loves his kids. And again, to me, I had a really tight relationship with my dad also, rest his soul. It was like, like when you look back, you say, man, I wish I was like a 10th like my dad was, or I wish I was more than that. I always look back and I said, man, I wish I could have been like, maybe maybe a better student, because I always feel like I sucked at school, and my dad always wanted me to be a good student. That was the one thing. The one thing they can never take from you, he would say always, is your education. Right. If you're an educated man, they can never take that from you. And I was like, I just wish I could have done that a little bit more for my dad. But other than that, my dad told me, hey, truest lesson in life is this: there's nothing impossible, only men who are incapable. The impossible, you give it to God. That's the only guy who can fix it. The rest, motherfucker, you work. Yeah, just like that.
Yeah, that's a good quote.
Because
wise man.
If you think about that, he had a 6th grade education, 15 years in the military, 15 years in prison afterwards. It was a rough life in Cuba for him. But the one thing I always looked at him is that measure of that ample, loving heart. Mm-hmm. That man never questioned anything. True story, and I'm going to just give you guys a little. I came out to my family when I was 16 years old. My old man sat me down at 1 o'clock in the morning, woke my ass up and said, I need to know one thing. Is that a thought, an opinion? Are you defending somebody? Do you have something that you want to, speak about? He goes, now, mark my words. If you lie to me, I will kick you out of this house. And I told my father, no, Dad, I am gay. And my dad embraced me, and he said, now I will bury the motherfucker whoever messes with you anywhere. And he said to me, you know what? Just don't lie to me. How can a father protect his kids if you lie to them? So to me, that's why I said that is the measure of a real father. You love your children, you care for your kids, and that's all that matters. That's all that matters in that point in time. So to me, that's all I ever needed to know from my dad. And henceforth, like I said, I have always lived by that. Nothing impossible. If it's impossible, man, hey, give it to God. The rest, you better be working on it nonstop.
Yeah, I was definitely a knucklehead as a young man.
Oh,
you haven't quite.
I still got the knuckle imprints on my head. I can tell you that much. My dad would be like, "Hey!" Just one girl. I was like, "Oh shit!" It was like a damn lightning strike in the back. I was like, "Damn, motherfucker!" Fairly stout guy. What a nice, show we've had. I think we talked a little bit about everything. Captain Kirk, where the hell are you? James T. Kirk of the USS Enterprise from our sister station in Puerto Rico, the Shining Star.
Where is that in relation to Guatemala?
You're asking the wrong guy.
Do we need to get like a world map out now?
I know it's surrounded by water. I know Puerto Rico is surrounded by water. It's tropical. It's the Caribbean. It's lovely. Guatemala is surrounded by dirt. Does that help?
I think it's in South America somewhere.
Well, go with that. Sounds like you know your shit.
I don't know. I'm guessing.
I don't know. Anyways, Puerto Rico, Guatemala, good people. Love you, everybody. Like I said, first 10 today that place your orders through the website. We're going to go ahead and take care of you. We're going to send you you ordered the Doña Noli Premium House Blend Cigar, natural or Maduro. We're going to throw in a bag of the coffee. We're going to throw in a nice happy birthday to your favorite dad or your favorite person that...
it's not birthday.
You know what I mean?
Maybe their birthday.
Happy Father's Day. We'll put a nice Happy Father's Day card in there, and we'll make sure that they know that it came from you and also from us. So.
Happy birthday. What?
Well, by coincidence, it is. Oh, hey, what do you know?
How did they know?
This is awesome. Holy shit.
That's going to surprise the hell out of somebody.
But we've had a good day. It's been an interesting week. Officially, we are open for business at the new Doña Noli location, 709. Matter of fact, let me go ahead and just type that in real quick here. I'm going to just post this real quick. I'm going to capitalize that.
Do you even know how to spell the name of your own shop?
Not even, man. I suck at this.
While he's doing that, guys, if you haven't had this coffee, I'm telling you, I'm not a coffee guy, and I had minimum 1 cup every time I went to the shop. Sometimes because I was forced to, but yeah. Look, this stuff will keep you up for days. So if you need to get wired for something, like it is good, strong coffee.
Yes, you do have to.
Well, the way Donna makes it, you can make it your own, but
right.
yeah, she added some horsepower to that.
Yeah, but you also have to grind it before you get it.
Yeah, it is whole beans.
Whole beans.
Grind it.
So it's great. So you actually can then make it as fine for what your needs are as you want.
And believe it or not, you can actually grind coffee beans up in a blender.
Oh hell yeah! I don't have a coffee bean grinder. I use my blender. Yeah.
And you know what? Speaking of Father's Day, one of our good friends, Loyosh Nagi and Shenandoah Nagi are about to be parents.
They're about to be Is he pregnant?
Yeah, I don't know how that works scientifically.
Hopefully by way of her.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Loyosh Nagi.
He doesn't watch the show, so you know.
Oh, fuck you then. Start watching the show, you damn. Anyways. Congratulations. Stephen Fox, also his beautiful wife, Jennifer Fox, is pregnant, and they are having a child. I think that they have done. I don't think they've done the gender reveal yet. So,
no, but we weren't invited either way, so it doesn't matter.
Oh well then, Stephen. All right.
And
either that or our invitations have been lost in the mail.
they were not invited.
Oh! We see how it is.
We there's too many people. No.
Three's Company.
No,
that was a pretty good show.
No. What is this? It really, I didn't get an invite either.
Oh.
It was mostly just for her family and his family. They were just doing a small little gathering, so that's beautiful. Anyways, like I said, kids are awesome, man. I tell you what, it gives you a good place to wrap a couple of knuckles on. Hey, I told you not to do that anymore.
Yeah.
So
just make sure there aren't people there to call the police on you.
We got to go back to it. Is it a heart attack?
We hit the 1 hour mark. Answer to the riddle. No, it's not a heart attack. Carol was right. It was poison in the ice cubes of the drink.
I like lead poisoning.
I'm sticking to the heart attack. I don't care.
All right. Well.
Okay. So the dynamic. What if he was a very large guy with a pre-existing heart condition?
Yeah,
then he died of COVID.
Yes, he did.
When he sat down,
either way he died of COVID.
He had
does not matter what he died of. Really, it was COVID.
I can tell you guys the whole story is like this. He was running to the bar because his buddy said you're running late, and he parked 2 blocks away. They had just called last call. He was running, so he was sweating. He was cold. He was clammy. The tingling sensation was happening. So even before the poison hit, he had a heart attack.
So at a wedding, the DJ announced to all the men in the room, stand next to the person that's made your life worth living. The bartender was nearly crushed.
Everybody loves a good bartender, man.
Carol
would like to know, what do you win? What does she win?
You win a good job, you were right.
Yes. Boy, thank God that was preceded by good instead of anything else.
But that's not fair because I've already told you that.
Oh, it's not fair.
Or you Googled it.
You know what? Life is not fair. Get over it.
Thanks.
Everybody, listen. If you're in Northwest Concord area,
around the 10,000 block.
Yeah, around the 10,000 block. We're at 10,070 Edison Square Drive. You got to check out Sambuco Barber Company. Ask for Drew. Tell him Duncan sent you. He's a great guy. Love him. And let me tell you, the guy's a fucking badass. Like, what do you go, fade master, all that stuff that they do. He said he learned it in jail at 6 years that he was in for killing somebody. No, he didn't. I made that up.
Duncan went old school comedian. Oh, it's nice to be here in Concord.
Yes, yes. I love. And then Sticks and Beans, Zeus and Marcus.
Are you sure about this?
Man, I'm telling you. And these guys are awesome. They are doing Sticks and Beans. It is a cigar coffee bar lounge. So they're covered. You get hammered on liquor, drink some good coffee.
Then you get hyper hammered.
There you go. You'll be all right. Hyper and hammered.
And if you're in Statesville.
And I'm kidding you not. If you are in Statesville, you better be going to Hair by J3K because I will find you and I'll drag you there by your hair. So, Jonathan
What if
Keaton.
they're bald?
Oh, but because for me also, he does the hot oil scalp massage as well.
Yeah.
So if you got like a beard, like I normally just do the beard, and he just does a zero, but he does he does the shampoo and conditioner because even though you don't have hair, you want to maintain your good skin. And then he'll does a little bit of that hot oil massage as well. So he does it all. I ain't got shit right now, and it's a hot mess. So hair by J3K, Jonathan Keaton. For the regular guys, we're gonna be sending a little special thing that he's doing for the rest of the month. Anybody wants it all in? I'm telling you, it's haircut, the beard trimming and shaping, and then the wash and whatever I just mentioned. He's doing a really really good deal for everybody. So you can't go wrong with that shit, man. You guys had your drinks, you guys had your cigars. Wrap up info on the cigar. What were your final thoughts?
Again, my palate sucks, and I had a little bit of pepper throughout the whole thing, but it was a great cigar.
Your thoughts?
I had more cedar and a little bit of pepper throughout the cigar. It was kind of the same notes all the way through, but they were good. Like they weren't like, is that it could be this or that? No, they were clear. Like, okay, that's cedar and a nice pepper, and that actually paired really well with the Jameson. The Jameson had a little bit of a smoky flavor to it,
Right.
And a little bit of the hoppy flavor. So that really it complemented very well.
Well, on me, I got good tobacco, but it was actually towards this second half that I got into that I started getting a little bit of that little bite, I guess, what we all call the pepper. So with the coffee, I think it actually smooths it out really well. It's got a fantastic flavor profile. It only went out once on me, which because I talk a lot, but other than that, I was actually very surprised that I didn't have to fight too much with it. El Cheapo 99-cent lighter. So don't ever be afraid. If you got nothing, work with
Whatever
what you
works.
got. Yeah, work with what you
Rub
got,
two
man.
sticks together.
There you go. Okay, then. And on that happy note, listen, I'm headed to the new location. We're putting up shelves today in the humidor, and cigars will be acclimatizing, hopefully, as of this evening, straight through the weekend. So when we open up Monday morning, we're rocking, we're rolling, we're doing it. We're going to be advertising the Father's Day last minute special. Get it, do it. You're not going to go wrong with it. God bless each and every one of you. I love you guys. Honestly, we couldn't do what we do without you.
Right.
And at the end of the day, what we say, this is literally a show about nothing. This is just three guys enjoying each other's company and talking to you guys. If you like it, great, man. Keep supporting us. Keep sharing. Keep making comments or not. We're okay with that. We don't pressure you. No pressure, right? No pressure. No pressure.
No pressure,
hate
no
it, but you better like it.
Absolutely. Wow. Yeah, what he said. And the last is, listen, smoke well because we do.
Mike Duncan, happy Father's Day.
Oh, look at you. Look at you. You need to get you a kid.
Negative.